Hey, beautiful people. Coach Jamila popping in for a few minutes. I have not left a tip video for a while, so I wanted to pop in with five tips on how you can build your endurance. So, the first tip is it's all about the mind body connection. I think many of us know there's so much power in your thoughts, the way you think. If you are already telling yourself, I can't do this, it's too hard, guess what? It's going to be very hard. It's going to be a struggle to do what you're trying to do. It's very important that you are speaking positive affirmations of yourself daily, that you are telling yourself, I can do this. Even if it's a little hard, I'm going to work my way through it. Okay. So there is so much power in the way you think. There is definitely a mind-body connection. The way you think, your body can feel it. So make sure you are really paying attention to your thoughts. So that's my first tip, mind-body connection. My second tip is you have to fuel your body with the proper nutrition. I can't stress how important it is to make sure you are eating properly, giving yourself the proper nutrition so that your body has the energy to do what it needs to do so that you can build endurance. As we know, just like a car needs gas, your body needs fuel also. So let's say you're jogging or you're speed walking. Your body is going to pull from carbs, then it's going to pull from fats, and then the very last resource that it's going to pull from are proteins. So let's think about that. It's pulling from carbs, fat, and proteins. So you need to put in your body high carbs, high fats, lean proteins. And when I'm saying carbs and fats, I'm not talking about junk. I'm talking about healthy fats, healthy carbs, and again, lean proteins. I will pop a list in there with a few examples of those foods so that you can get those if you please. Okay, so fuel your body with the proper nutrition so that your body has the energy and the fuel it needs so that you can build the endurance. My third tip is listen to upbeat music. Find some hip hop or something that gets you in a vibe. Music gives us energy, right? So find upbeat music to listen to while you're building your endurance. Even in a workout, we know this, like find something that gets you in that zone. So listen to upbeat music, short and sweet. My fourth tip is to make sure that you start off slow and steady. A good way to test this is you should be able to talk clearly. You should be able to communicate. You shouldn't be out of breath, overexhausted, where you can barely talk. The key is you're building your endurance. So right out of the gate, you don't want to go super fast. Like I'm running, I'm sprinting, and I'm going to build my endurance that way. You want to start off slow and steady. And I encourage people when they're working on building endurance to either jog, and again, when you're jogging, it should still be slow and steady. You should still be able to communicate well. Or if that is too much on your joints, speed walking is perfectly fine. You do want to get your heart rate up. You might be a little winded, but again, you should still be able to communicate well to where you're not like, you know how it is when y'all can barely talk and you're like, ooh, Lord. Ooh, child, you got to take a breath. You got to pause. So you should be able to communicate well, okay? So either speed walk or jog. Those are my two exercises or forms of movement that I think are best for building endurance. My last and fifth step is to make sure that you are breathing properly. A lot of people do not know how to breathe. I didn't know how to breathe either when I first started getting into the fitness game. So first thing I want to say is when you're breathing, you should be breathing from your diaphragm. So just like when you're singing from your diaphragm, to my singers out there, your stomach should expand, right? For example, it's not going, you're expanding out. So make sure you're breathing from your diaphragm first. And then let's say these are my feet. I'm jogging or I'm speed walking at this pace, okay? Follow the tempo of your feet, and you're gonna breathe in and out. Now, some people, well, I'll stop doing that for a minute. Some people like to breathe in twice, out twice. Some people like to breathe in 3 times, out 3 times. It really depends on you. You may have to experiment a little bit to see what feels best. For me personally, I do it twice through my nose, twice out of my mouth. So again, here's my feet, breathing from my diaphragm, bop, bop, bop. So okay, that's how you breathe. That's the best way to get oxygen to your cells. That's the best way to help increase your longevity when you're running or jogging or speed walking. And this does not just go for those things. Any type of workout that you're doing, that's a really good way to breathe, to make sure you're getting the proper oxygen to those cells so that you can keep it moving. So those are my 5 tips. I do want to throw in, there have been several studies, especially for Black women who struggle with these diseases. If you just get out there and walk 30 minutes a day, you can split it up however you need to, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, but 30 minutes a day can help reduce the risk of diseases by 50%. The diseases include heart disease, stroke, diabetes, dementia, and Alzheimer's, okay? Again, 30 minutes a day of walking can cut the risk of heart disease, Alzheimer's, dementia, stroke, and diabetes by 50%. That's very important. So I encourage all of you all to get out there and take a walk, if anything, 30 minutes a day. I hope that is helpful. To good health, my beautiful people. Coach Jamila, out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.